Hey guys, here's Dora from the Netherlands. Hey, how are you doing? Today I came with a video about running shoes, 2 running shoes to be specific, and both shoes are from Saucony. One of those 2 shoes is already on the market, and that's the Saucony Triumph 21. And the other shoe will hit the market, as far as I know, on the 1st of August, so that's also coming really nearby, and that's the Saucony Kinvara Pro. Let's go into more details on these shoes. Now, the Saucony Triumph 21 is, of course, the 21st edition of this Triumph daily trainer. I was really looking for the version 20 last year, but because, of course, I was not training so much, I was not running so much, and fingers crossed I can really start in September. I will have a check next week, and hopefully I get a green light to start really coming back with some core exercises. So, because I was not running so much, I didn't purchase the version 20, and now the 21st version is out there. Now, what is new in the 21st version? Basically, it's a slight update. So the outsole is the same and the cushioning and the midsole is also the same. What has been changed is really the upper. It's a flat knit upper, and also the lacing system is changed. About the specifications, for the men's standard sizing is 280 grams, for women's standard sizing is 250 grams. So it's more or less basically on the daily trainer category where the New Balance 1080 version 12 is. So that's the medium range regarding also the weight. Regarding the drop, is a 10mm drop, so the heel stack is 37 and the forefoot is 27mm. So it's on the higher end in that meaning. Going back to the updates, basically the heel cup is also softer and also the tongue became softer. So these are really 2 main changes. On the midsole, it's a Power Run Plus midsole, so it's a very good cushioned daily trainer. You can pick up the pace as well, but I think it's really a trustable workhorse. So if you are really looking for those mileage for this summer, going for an autumn marathon, for example, this is a really great training shoe. Even if you have one pair of shoes, which is of course perfect, you can choose and go for this. Regarding the outsole, it's a rubberized outsole. It will go for the mileage. You can also take this on a gravel. It's not only for a road shoe, but it's, again, you can go for different surfaces. It retails for 190 euros, which is really on a high end of the daily trainer. But we were discussing also the past months, the shoe prices are going up these months. So yeah, 190 euros is a lot, definitely for a daily trainer. So if you are looking for saving some euros, I would go for the version 20, because you have heard there are not so many major updates. I can imagine that this upper is better, but if you didn't have any issues with the version 20, you usually don't have any issues with less softer uppers, less softer heel cups. Let's try the version 20, and that's really on massive sales now. Here in the Netherlands, I have seen some pairs, some colorways for 120, 130 euros. So that's already 2/3 of the full price of the version 21st. Now, if you have tried the version 20 or the 21st, let me know about your experience. Drop a comment in the comment box below. The second shoe, as I mentioned, is also from Saucony, and that will start retailing on the 1st of August, most likely. And this shoe is a new shoe, that's the Saucony Kinvara Pro. Now, if you hear this name, Kinvara Pro, what can you expect? Now, what my thoughts were basically, because Kinvara is a good all-style shoe, that's a lower stack height. Pro is usually lightweight and carbon fiber plate these last years. So based on this, you are expecting a carbon fiber plate and a low stack height shoe. It is more or less true, because this shoe has a carbon fiber plate. The 3/4 of the shoe is with the carbon fiber plate. Yeah, we have seen, of course, similar solutions in other shoes. On the stack height, in the heel you have 42mm, and in the forefoot you have 34mm. So it is an 8mm drop, which is quite usual, but it's not Kinvara style shoe. It has a lightweight upper. I can imagine it's a really great race day shoe as well because of the breathing. On the midsole foam, it's more interesting because it's a combination of 2 midsole foams of Saucony. Now, the upper part is the Power Run PB midsole, then the carbon fiber plate comes, and below the carbon fiber plate you can find Power Run midsole foam, which is also interesting because also the outsole is from this foam. The official weight for the men's standard size is 270 grams. So here comes again also a bit of surprise for me, because as you heard, the Triumph 21 is 280 grams for the man, and this is 270, so it's more or less the same weight. And of course, because of the proportion of the speedroll technology, and because of the carbon fiber plate, and because of the solution of these two midsole foams, you can expect that it will be a springy shoe with a very good energy return and really pushing your gait cycle forward. But still, 270 grams is not really a race day shoe. So what I would use this shoe for, it's really training days. And I think it's a really trustable training shoe, what I hear from the first reviews. You can go from 5 kilometers pace until the marathon pace. You can go short and you can go long also in this shoe, and you are getting quite a gait push forward. My initial feeling is it's a bit like the Hoka Carbon Rocket X was at the beginning. Yeah, carbon fiber plate, but more like a daily trainer. You can use it for race day, of course, but there are better options there regarding, for example, the weight. It will also retail for 220 euros, which means, yeah, it's quite an expensive shoe. And we have, of course, a Hoka Mach X, which came out a few weeks ago, and it's really hitting the market hot there. That's also coming with a plate, and that's also a similar type of shoe. You can use it also for your interval trainings. You can also go along with the shoe, and you can also use it as a race day option. So if I would consider such a shoe, I would most likely go for the Hoka Mach X. It also retails for 40 euros less, which is also quite a difference. Hearing and reading about these features of the Saucony Kinvara Pro, I was not so much flabbergasted. Hey, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye!